Welcome to Play It Out. I'm Jeremy Avalon. This time, I have my good friend Treasure Fingers.
What's up?
In the house. Well, actually in the quarantine secret facility that we got going on. And we're gonna play Streets of Rage 4. And I can't wait, so we're just gonna dive in, bro.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. I felt like this would be an appropriate board since we're used to being on stages. So we're gonna go straight to the concert. I am going to pick, I'm gonna keep Blaze, man. Blaze is fire.
I wanna go old school.
Old school skate.
Here, let's go skate.
Let's go with them. So, you know, we're just playing random boards right now, you know, hopping around a bit. Yeah, so I don't think the storyline is important, so we're just gonna skip. All you need to know is that we're about to fight some people at a concert.
We're about to whoop the shit out somebody.
All right.
I can skate. Oh,
Ooh, nice move.
I come in tough.
Speaking of concerts, man, what was your first concert? It doesn't matter if your parents took you or whatever, but the first live music you saw.
I would guess like first might have been some kind of church function or something like that, but the first one that I remember where like my mom bought the tickets, we were just the excitement of going to a big concert was it was Face to Face, Goldfinger, maybe MXPX, I can't remember who else was there. But it was this punk show, and it was me and 3 of my friends, maybe 4 of my, I can't remember who all went to that. But yeah, my mom took us, and we were just wilding out, like it's our first time. We were probably like 14-ish.
Word, okay.
And it was me and all like my skater friends, our little crew. And then she caught them smoking cigarettes.
I
don't know where.
With the bad crowd.
Yeah. It was like somewhere they had picked up some cigarettes off someone at the show, and I don't know how. You know how moms know everything somehow.
They do.
Because I'm pretty sure they were being sneaky and didn't think, you know, she would see them, but. Yeah, so they got a little lecture on the way home, and I don't know if she told their parents or not. She might have played the cool mom and been like very disappointed in you guys. I'm not gonna tell your parents, but don't pull that again.
That I know.
Yeah.
So don't do anything crazy or I will snitch.
Yeah, I can't remember how it all played out, but I definitely remember them smoking and getting caught at the show.
That's funny. What was your first hip hop show? Keeping with the Streets of Rage 90s.
I don't know if I've ever went to like a hip hop like concert.
Right.
It's only been kind of like club shows.
Even club shows. Anybody you saw early on, or you know?
I didn't see anyone early on because I lived in Oklahoma. I don't know who even came through there. But I was also really into just like punk and hardcore.
True.
For a long time. But I think one of the first, actually when I came to Atlanta, one of the first was Young Jeezy somewhere, and I forget what club it was now.
True.
But I just remember the sound was like horrendous.
Like a lot of hip hop shows back then.
It was like, yeah, it was like 10 mics turned on at once. The DJ, well I forgot where I was, the DJ redlining.
As usual.
It was just awful sound. And I don't think I've really gone to many like rap shows.
Okay.
Outside of AC3, one I actually really liked was when 2-9 was first kind of breaking through, and I saw them during A3C at, I think Masquerade or somewhere.
And for those that don't know who 2-9 is, 2-9 is a quite legendary collective out of the ATL. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. All those guys.
Man, that's some big boys right here.
Yeah, this dude is.
Yeah, I still follow those guys. I'm not sure what they're up to these days. But
It's amazing that that was a really long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Think about
Yeah,
it,
yeah. I feel like I just turned into a homebody and I don't know what's going on anymore. But
No, I feel you saying, especially during this time.
Yeah, during quarantine, man, I stay home. I go to Kroger a couple times, and that's about it.
The biggest excitement I have is the farmers market. Every now and then, even I'm in gloves and a mask, got Lysol, packing Lysol in the pocket.
I think I fell off the map.
Wanna step up? Yeah, man, you're out, bro.
Damn.
Oh man.
I was skating all around. I was trying to get away from that ball. I feel like that ball kept hitting me.
I think so, man. Skate got skated on.
But that 2-9 show was just crazy. So much energy.
Yeah, man. Those kids, especially like a lot of hip hop kids back then, I could tell that they were like, they watched some Marilyn Manson and like, you know what I'm saying? They were like inspired by some different stuff. Oh man, it's really hammer time. I got hit with that sledgehammer. See, again, I'm outie. Well,
that didn't last too long.
It didn't, but I think we should run it back.
Yeah,
man.
let's go.
Let's run it back.
I know where I failed. I know how to better myself.
Right.
I think a lot of the newer, like the hip hop collectives, like in modern history, I think Odd Future really like set that shit off as far as being super weird, being like individual, unique, and just like wild energy.
But what do you think? What are the grandparents of that? I think of like the weirdest rapper I remember growing up was this guy from Detroit named like Eshan. And he like, see, I never heard his music, but I would read about like stuff in the source.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff is very regional. You know what I'm saying? I come from a very East Coast, and Southeast background. You know what I'm saying? So like anything on this side of the map, I'm familiar with. You know, but like, a lot of the hip hop out of that Midwest, you know, some other stuff, man. But he was like, he has like, I remember reading the source like in high school. He was a guy that has like the most albums of any other rap artist. He like had 30 albums at a time. They're all about like, you know, worshiping the like goat devil and stuff like that. Yeah, man. But I think a lot of those kids, you know, I think they watch a lot of TV, man, and you got to see a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And try to like match it.
Man, I keep thinking I'm gonna jump off it. I keep doing it.
Oh yeah. So if you fall down the hole, you'll definitely lose energy.
Oh, you went out already?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's me.
Yeah, that's me. I would say my first hip hop show, man. I can't remember, but I think when I was old enough to like pay my own money and go to in high school was probably the show with Common, Black Star, and the Roots.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so that was
that's a
like
show.
98, 99. The Roxy sound was terrible. I say one of my favorite, like, I guess this is current events, hopefully it's dropped soon, but my favorite show that I ever been to, probably like one of the best shows, period, you know, was the OK Player Tour with the Roots, Bahamadia, Smart Village, Kweli, and it was just like, yo, it was just that era, the Roots just won a Grammy, you know what I'm saying? The Jaguar Wright was in the building, shout out Jaguar. Yeah, man. So, man, I guess you just got played out, man.
I'm not good with skate.
Yo,
I need that big dude again.
So skate, his problem is that he's fast, but he's kind of weak, man.
Yeah, I gotta play him differently, because I'm just going head on into these fights.
And this is like kind of a difficult board. This is much later in the game.
I like how the hammer bounces back to you.
You kind of catch it.
One of my most memorable shows of just someone, like just an incredible show, was Dillinger Escape Plan.
Nice.
I believe it was at the Masquerade here in Atlanta. But they had this long, like, eerie intro and a single, like, red light somewhere on stage. And then, you know, they came out, you could see their shadows come out, so the crowd is all like, fuck yeah, like all hyped up. And then it was just still like this weird, eerie, like high-pitched tone or something for a long time. And then all of a sudden they just kicked it. I'm pretty sure, I forget the vocalist's name, but he just ran like off the stage, like basically stage dive, and then they're such a crazy, energetic band.
The most random show I've ever been to was, I remember I used to work at a at a major television network that specialized in cartoons. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And
whichever could it be.
Whatever that is, you know. I was at work one day, bored, just looking at Ticketmaster randomly, just like, man, just seeing who's coming, right? And then I saw like on the website that evening rather, yeah, there's a Billy Idol concert. And I'm like, yo, man, I thought Billy Idol was so cool when I was a kid. You know, just the little snarl, and this is the way he dressed. This is the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the attitude, man.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to this Billy Idol show, man. And it was great. Because it's like a lot of nostalgia. You remember all the songs from back then. But yo, he's in his 60s, bro. Like he can't remember all those lyrics. And like, you know, he has a song book. like he has a lyric book, I mean.
Yeah.
And like, you know, he can't run and jump off that stuff so easily no more. But I thought it was cool, man, to see somebody at that age still doing what they love to do.
Yeah.
And like, you know, who cares if he's like, you know, how old he is. I think we got to do that for like a lot of our artists, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fire.
You should be able to rock out when
He's
you're
got some hits too.
Yeah.
A lot of those rockers just keep going. I don't know how, with like that many decades of touring and heavy drug use, I'm sure, and not eating healthy.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't know you could utilize the swinging ball to your benefit.
Yeah, I just kind of figured it out now. So yeah,
that's a good move. Oh, you got a robot.
Yeah, I probably won't. Like, I'm keeping hope alive. I don't know how.
Yeah, you about to.
I don't know how much longer I got. All right, come on, guy. Yeah.
Game over.
So all right, so we played it a few times, seen how difficult it is. We cheated a little. Well, not cheated. We just skipped ahead because, you know, I played it a little bit. We played some of the harder boards.
Yeah.
But I think we should take it back.
Okay.
Go back to basics a bit, you know, and let's see.
I'm gonna pick someone stronger.
Yeah. If I can figure out how to. This always happens. I call it PlayStation drunk. We're like, there we go. I try to get back to the main menu,
yeah,
and I never can. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna go back to normal. We're gonna start in these streets, and I'm gonna rock with boys. I've done that a lot, and I'm gonna keep it going.
I really like this tall, weird mustache guy.
If let's go old school.
Go old school.
Let's go old school. I'll do old school Axel.
OG Axel.
OG Axel. Streets of Rage 1 Axel.
Thinking back on like early hip hop groups that kind of like just pioneered, I feel like the uniqueness and whatever. I think Wu-Tang definitely was the one that just came in and lit shit on fire, you know. And he had ODB. He had so many of them with their own really unique style.
I always say if I had like a machine that's like, all right, man, you can bring two rappers back to life that we've lost tragically. Yo, Old Dirty is definitely one of them. I don't know who the other one is, but like we need Dirty right now.
Yeah. He would definitely still be rocking too.
And there's nobody like him, bro. There's no equivalent to Dirty in the modern day. There's new Nas's, new Jay-Z's, you know. There's the old ones too. Shout out to
I think it's not really anywhere in the same area, but I think Danny Brown really came with like a super unique, wild style when he.
Absolutely.
Like,
man.
the first time I heard Danny Brown, I was like, what? And I love it. I love any unique weirdness.
Yeah, same. It always gets quiet when we get serious in here, man.
I'm trying to think who, like, first DJs or first, like, rave.
So let me ask you this. You've toured all over the place, been all over this map sometimes. What was the, I don't know, the first person you opened for and you're like, wow, man, like, I might be onto something here. That made you say, you know what, I might be doing okay. I might be doing the right thing if I'm opening for this person.
Yeah.
Before you started headlining stuff and stuff.
Once, man, I might be off on this, but once I opened for, I think it might have been EP4. So this was back when I was playing drum and bass.
Shout out all the junglist man there.
But, damn, who was it? Man, my memory's shot. But anyways, I had just got a bunch of like dub plates cut, because that's what you had to do back then, play your own music out. And I was just pretty fresh into all that, but I was writing a bunch of tunes and trying to play them out. And they were feeling one of the tracks, so I just gave them like the dub plate, which it cost like $40, $45 or something. But it was kind of like, all right, if I can get someone else playing it, then I'm on a good roll. So
right. That's the environment and not shit,
yeah. Trying to think of any other good stories, really.
I'll say on the DJ side, and I've been DJing for most of my life at this point, I would say that, and this is kind of more recent, like once I opened for Jazzy Jeff and played on his mixer, like nobody really can tell me anything. Like, like you want me to, I'm telling you, man, one thing that I've hated to see as a result of COVID, and I get it, businesses are struggling and they're trying to start to open back up, but I'm sorry, businesses, you can't afford to book DJs properly. Like, you just need to fall back. I've gotten some whack offers, bro. Some really, and I'm in no rush, obviously, to play outside in anybody's bar or club or whatever, because it's just not safe to me right now. And that's just my personal opinion. If anybody else disagrees, I don't care, whatever.
You gotta do you.
I gotta do me. But I will say, you should not be allowed to call certain people who've done things. Like, I played with Jazzy Jeff. You can't offer me $30 an hour and a bucket of chicken and and a couple beers to DJ. You're COVID.
Well, now the thing is, like, the offers I've gotten now, it's not about, like, to me, it's almost like I would take, it's gonna take a lot of money to get me out of the house, basically.
Absolutely.
It's not about, like, sure, they're not gonna get the turnout, like they should. I don't think people should even be throwing parties. But for me personally, if I'm risking my health and traveling and all that, it's gotta be a lot of money.
The bag has to be worth it.
It's gotta be so much that I would just, I don't know, I don't even still think I would take a show, but everyone has a price, so if it was like an insane amount of money.
We are available for digital shows, digital performances.
Digital. That's the thing, I don't know how you even properly socially distance a show. I think in Europe now, they got their numbers so low, and they got rapid testing, and
Yeah, true.
They got it under control, man. It's kind of pissing me off because I see
Crazy, man.
all the European homies playing shows, and apparently it's being done in a safe way, but I don't know. Who knows?
Every week I see like all the homies in the UK. Shout out to all my UK people. And I see like, especially on the house side of things, man, like house party type level concerts, or like regular shows, and I'm like, man, I wish we were there.
Yeah. I think though with Europe, it might not be as safe as like people think, because apparently their cases are rising again there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wish everyone would have really took it serious back in March, and we just all locked down for a month or two. Everyone wore a mask, and then we could be back to normal.
But you know,
That's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen.
I think at this point it's just part of our it's like pretty much like the flu. It's just here.
Yeah, it's here to stay.
And I think we're gonna be wearing masks ongoing. At least I am.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the police here.
Nah, I called him. Not gonna lie, I called out. I had to let it off, ring off sometimes.
Oh man.
Oh man, they got me, dog. Dr. Zan.
Me solo?
It was you solo, man.
I think I got an apple to eat at least.
Apple. And I'm sure there's a turkey in that box.
Oh yeah, let me get a turkey with that.
Or not a turkey,
salad.
a salad. Which I think is like, it's pretty much the same.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta
Good thing you're at the boss, man.
let me steal this man's pipe.
Feel the part. So it's like pretty much the weapons are useless for that guy.
Yeah, he turns it into energy and throws a ball, it looks like.
And that is so whack. But he can run fast and escape.
We can kind of zoom. I think his move is called a zoom. I think I can get him.
I know you can, man. You got one.
Look at my health.
Yeah, your health is cool. You got another life left. You know. You gotta avoid the giant kicking guys.
You can't really count. Can you counter her like electricity then?
No. Once she's like in the move, and when she's done. Remember, right trigger, you can.
Yeah, I can.
So in case you get somebody from creep up on you from behind. Alright, but you're almost there, man. I'd say like it may be like a minute, you'll be done, man. You'll be good to go.
It's back.
Oh man.
Man, she's too tough.
Dr. Zan.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I think you pressed the PlayStation button.
Oh man.
Going in too crazy. Zoom, man, zoom.
She's gonna get me. Must wait. Come to me.
You got like 2 more hits, bro. Boom.
Dr. Zan.
Hey man, and you finished it yourself, man.
I
So
know.
what do you think, man?
I like it.
Streets of Rage. Pretty cool,
I haven't
man.
played a 2D scroller in a long time.
I like the side scrolling. I think it's pretty cool, man. It's like brings back a lot of memories.
There's a newer game called My Friend Pedro.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
No.
It's this dude and a banana. I think the banana's name is Pedro. I don't know. But it's a side scroller, but it's super crazy to where it's just insane gameplay, like tons of shit going on all the time, and you gotta like ricochet your bullets off certain things to like.
Of course, I'm
I
dropping
remember watching it
controllers.
and being like really hyped, like wow, I might play a 2D scroller again.
Yeah, man.
But
that's why I like the beat 'em up side scroller.
Yeah.
But yo, man, I appreciate you being on this.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. It's been great to like grab my friends one by one during quarantine and drag them in here. And play some games, man. Yo, so
I love it.
let them know where they can find you, bro.
It's at Treasure Fingers on nearly every social media. And I'm on Twitch streaming. I DJ like every Friday night, and that's Treasure Fingers with 3 S's because someone got Treasure Fingers and someone got Treasure Fingers with 2 S's. Yeah.
Oh, man,
So it's Treasure Fingers with 3 S's. Twitch.tv/TreasureFingers. And yeah, subscribe or follow me there. I do it weekly, so that's kind of my thing right now until we figure this COVID thing out.
Catch Treasure Fingers on Twitch. As always, I'm Jeremy Avalon. Yo, check out our project called Avalon Treasure that we have out on all platforms. Get you some funky dance tunes on. And yeah, it's been great. This is Played Out, and I'm out. Peace.